I have been doing YouTube for over a year now. This video in particular has gone through production hell. I myself am not a good editor, but I wanted to try something new. I went through my little head, my little mind, make a video essay. What do you think I am? A professor? Make a silly video about what I'm interested in? Ha!
Bingo!
I'm a biggie. And you are too. Food is good. Consumption is good. We can also consume media. I think you know where this is going. This is my new series, Consumption Gauntlet. Round of applause. I know, very cool. A series where I go through different media and judge their taste and how my palate reacts to them. Hey, maybe you're like me. And sometimes you need another person's opinion to tell you what to think. Here you go. I will be rating everything on a scale to determine how tasty they are. You have me, the great taster, Deuce. You, my faithful chef, whom we don't name, and the part-time auctioneer at my door. They're paid. I promise. All on a rating of 1 to 5 stars. Presentation. Is this visually appetizing? Does everything look, presentable? Aroma. How immersive is it? What's its mood? Does it have a good soundtrack, since we can't smell it unless it does have a smell? Then, sure. Flavor. The writing, the plot. Is it layered, complex, simple? Is it just plain enjoyable? Texture. How does it feel once tasted? Once it's been in your hands, do you regret it? Aftertaste. What's there when you're done? Lastly, what kind of dish is left once it's all been calculated? Once it's been thoroughly tasted, Like all food critics, I won't explain myself. You'll just have to stay to find out if this meal is worth dining on. Now, we can finally discuss our dish of the day. Chainsaw Man. December 2018. By author Tatsuki Fujimoto. Published Chainsaw Man. A thrilling anime that took the anime fans by storm. A manga detailing a young man obsessed with female chesticles. Let me try that again. With female chesticles. Why did I write this in my script? Obsessed with female chesticles and a small orange oversized M&M dog with the chainsaw for her face. Sign me up, because we're going to Japan. I want to go there anyway. I want to try it, live seafood. I need to eat it. I need to eat it bad.
Guys, I want to try the rib meat of tuna. I don't know how many times I have to say this to people. I'm going insane. I need to try it.
But don't let that drive you away. Because behind the sort of sometimes juvenile humor and weird fan service is honestly a really captivating story. Devils and devil hunters. Our boy Denji sort of gets picked up by this red-haired woman, Makima. I will not be disclosing anything else. I myself have read the manga and watched the anime, and I'm excited for the movie to come out. I am fully caught up with the manga. I'm not gonna say anything. Which, by the way, this video will have minor spoilers. Any major spoilers that I might cover, I'll put a timestamp and do my best to keep up with those. But I'm trying to make it so that everyone can watch this video. But for the more experienced fans, so that they're not excluded. Be warned, this anime does have mature ratings. Gore and big bad S-word scenes. Yeah, silly scenes. This series genuinely captivated me, which is why I've personally handpicked it to be the first media we dissect today. As of recording this, the movie featuring Reze has not been released yet, so instead we'll just be covering the manga, the anime, and any related media. Each will be labeled as a different dish. Ha! 'Cause I'm insane. First, we will discuss the main course! The anime. Yeah. I don't know what you expected me to say. I consider it to be the main course, personally, since that is what most casual anime and manga fans default to, at least in my own experience. Presentation! How many anime had I seen? How much manga had I read that really gave me such a story to swallow like Chainsaw Man? Going into this, I finished the anime years ago, and I'm still waiting for the release of the movie. I remembered being introduced to the anime through YouTube's Crunchyroll video trailer about it. I had seen it all over YouTube years ago. I watched the trailer thinking, what could this possibly be about? The fuck is a Chainsaw Man?
Like a crazy lumberjack? Like, I don't know.
Then I went down the rabbit hole. So many people were excited for it. So many people! Where did they all come from? The first time I saw the trailer, I was hooked. The animation had been so eye-catching, so refreshing, that it brought me out of the slog I had been in with anime shows. I have always been pretty slow at watching new anime, but there was something about the raw adventure I saw, the faces, the characters, that felt like I was being summoned. The characters had weight to them when they walked. This had been one of the rare occasions where I did not put the anime on a year-long wait list. I wanted to watch it then and there. When the anime finally released, I was over the moon going to everyone I know. Chainsaw Man came out! Chainsaw Man came out! What the fuck are you Chainsaw Man! The sooner I sat down upon the floor of the campus building, the sooner I felt myself shedding metaphorical tears. I didn't fucking cry over this, okay? Don't bully me. I had done it. There came rose-tinted glasses, like when one falls in love. The anime likes to blend in 3D animation to 2D. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it, but personally, I really can't find much to dislike. So it really saddens me to see the fandom just treat it in the way it had when it first came out. Everything still works together with the unapologetically bouncy and fluid animation by MAPPA's kidnapped artists in the basement. The anime alone only has one season, barely diving into a full arc compared to the manga. Upon rewatch, it does not bore me nor does it put me to sleep. It has the right amount of action, following the manga closely, with most if not all panels adapted. I honestly think Fujimoto's art style was translated well to MAPPA's animation, and they took a more cinematic feel to it, which I think is perfect. To say I was displeased with any scene would be a plain lie. So, for its anime, I have to say it's pretty appetizing. I look forward to when later parts of the manga are translated to animation. Oh great hells! The endings, bro! They went ahead and animated a separate outro for each episode. I haven't really seen an anime with that. Let me know in the comments if you have so I can have recommendations. Thank you so much. Mwah. Each song is themed to the episode in particular, with symbolism. But what we're talking about are the separate animation styles. Either they are close to how the anime is animated, or completely different works of art. Even if you may not enjoy it, the outros are at least a watch alone. I think the outro that perfectly encapsulates the absurd beauty of this franchise has to be the Hawatari Nyoko Senti, or 200 million centimeter blades by Maximum the Hormone. Yeah, I know, I think you know who those people are. They sang Choo Choo Lovely, and I believe the second opening of Death Note, if I'm not mistaken. Editor? The outro is wild. The anime is wild. The manga, well, come on. That's where the angel first gains its wings. Since the song itself isn't a part of the category, the animation alone captures the distinct cuts the anime portrays. The insanity, the grittiness, the wild lines, the cut to a holy scene encapsulating how Denji views Makima for a majority of the series. If I had to choose a favorite though, it would be Into the Background by Syuto. I simply love how closely this one fit with the episode. I especially like how this fuck-ass horse changes to distinct styles to represent gods know what. In all seriousness, the outros feed me alone. The intro? If I had enough brain power, I could spend hours diving deep into each frame and reference they showcase. Instead, I'll just pull it up on here so that you can see, and link the video down below. But it's incredible. What I appreciate is just how the opening showcases exactly what to expect in the anime. Literal insanity. And it also encapsulates just how influenced by Western media Tatsuki Fujimoto was. When we come to the manga, the grittiness and rough scenes of these characters perfectly encapsulate the story. The story is not part of this category, so we'll just be going over the visuals. And when I look at the manga, Fujimoto's art style really puts together what makes it so addicting to look at. What I love most are the devil designs. It ranges from the adorable little ball like Pochta to this fucking thing. And I love that. I love the unsettling nature of Makima's eyes, her smile. I love that you can tell Power's personality through her pose and her grin. The actual absurdity of what I'm looking at just makes it so captivating for me. And as of recently, I am fully caught up.
What the absolute hell is going on?
I will keep spoilers out of the video, at least to the best of my ability, but I can't help it because what the frick? It'll allow more people to watch without fear of being cock-blocked, but...
What the fuck?
Hello? Put a skip time for when to come back, but everyone who's caught up, I adore his slack open jaw, like the entirety, like his fuck-ass face just looking like he's been through absolute torment, and that's like perfect, because yeah, literally. It really fits the face I've been giving myself for the past 30 fucking chapters. Like, we're at 203 on like volume 16, 15, I don't know. Just, yeah. What is with women trying to like touch him? Hello? Like, and fucking, who is this zesty guy? So just like Denji's fucking life, I find myself losing my goddamn mind, but continue to lap it up like some stupid mutt. I can't stop reading it. Despite how insane I love the action and the gore, like what? I can't talk about the story here, but I can talk about the art style. The art style, addicting. I need more. It makes me want to read other works of Fujimoto, because I just love how he draws his characters and scenes. Bring my boy Beam back, please, and my life is yours. I'm delusional. The covers are aesthetically pleasing to look at too. Most manga covers I know, but there's just something distinct about them that I like. And the colors, they pop. The words, the characters, poses, everything about them. There's a stage play? Hello? What is this? I have not watched the whole 2 hours, but like, is this good? What is this? It looks good. Look at him go. I'm assuming it's a stage play of literally the 12 episodes of the anime. The Bat Devil looks cool.
Ensemble for the win!
Oh, fucking crying. The little hop down. Oh my god.
Ethereal dog core.
What the absolute shit?
Let's go.
What the fuck is going on? What is that? I love how he's just looking at them. Look at him.
Good acting too on the ensemble.
Oh my god, yeah. The fucking shit brush touched her foot, bro. It touched her foot. Now she has caca on her foot now. Caca. Okay, wow, I watched it. Gonna be cutting to some reactions my friends and I had. They did squash the 12 episodes into a stage play. Hello? Is this common among anime? Like, I know live action, but stage play? Like, the set was astounding. The lights being used in such a flashy manner when Denji is cutting up a devil mimicking that of the rapid attacks he does in the anime. Absolutely beautiful. The costumes look great. The fucking ghost devil, look at this. It comes out of the darkness like some kind of spider. Each costume and actor was made in close representation to the anime. One thing I have to say, though, is the snake devil.
Snake devil.
I'm sorry, it's just a cloth. It's a tablecloth. It's a tablecloth. The snake devil has been demoted to a tablecloth. The snake devil. It's just the cloth. Like, look how it just... look how it just zips across. That's so me for real. They make up for it later. They like to showcase like different devils that they can't replicate into puppets on a screen. I think that's honestly really creative. 2 hours well spent because I got to see zombies dancing and Kishibe in real life and Pochita hop along the floor. Another thing I could find related to Chainsaw Man was a game? Apparently it was for a promo on Shonen Jump celebrating the release of the 15th volume. It's just this. Honestly, not bad. It looks cute presentation-wise, but why are we running over Bucky? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why? He's gone through enough. He's gone through enough. Overall, the presentation is eye-catching and presentable. The devil designs are creative, if not terrifying, and honestly really smart. The snake devil being portrayed as a headless being composed of tightly bound fingers or arms. I don't really have a fear of snakes, but that catches my eye. The spider devil freaks me out. It takes what I can't even put into words what makes me scared of spiders. The introduction of the darkness devil is absolutely horrifying. Spoilers, so skip to this time frame, please. Their limbs are taken? Perfect representation of how one doesn't have control of their own hands in pure darkness. They're hopeless. The falling devil being portrayed as a chef, that perfectly encapsulates just how terrifying it can be when a devil knows how to terrify people without being up in their victims' faces and being mocking about it. I think Fujimoto is really good when it comes to designing these devils, representing the fear associated with them. Aroma! I feel that I find myself in a tough spot. On one hand, I remember being so immersed into the Chainsaw Man world that I used to read the manga every day obsessively, trying to catch up to its latest installment before the next release. With all media, they eventually lose their scent like a used incense. I will admit that this series has had a sort of absentee father chokehold on me. I'm my own words. What? I wrote the script like with half a brain. That's fine. That's okay. It's fine. This video, don't take it completely seriously. I just thought it'd be a fun video to make. When I catch myself thinking about this series, I look back fondly and often wish I could experience watching the anime for the first time like I had. The world is investing, even if it may not be entirely original. The idea of devils versus humans is a used concept, but that doesn't mean it's bad. The devil designs, how they're used, how hopelessness starts to encroach upon the viewer or reader of each episode. It tells you that something is coming. If this series were a candle, I would of course pull it out every Halloween, respectively. The anime is just as immersive. The scenes pull you in. The score especially fits with its composition written by Kunsuke Ushio. Tracks like Sweet Dreams, Black Despair, and The Door give such a disjointed feeling, while also leaving this audience in a state of dread. Then you have the devil appears and destroying them all, which sounds exactly how one would imagine a devil coming to the overworld to sound like. High energy, grating to the ears, while also adding a coherent tune. The soundtrack fits each scene. No track is out of place or some strange anime pop song in the background. I really do like Sweet Dreams. To avoid spoilers, I will not disclose when it appears in the anime, but it makes the emotional impact hit harder. Scenes with good scores tug at your heartstrings, no matter the character involved. That's a dream come true resonates with me. The sound alone grants my mind a sense of peace that maybe I, too, will have my own dreams come true. The manga has its own aroma. That is where the devil heart lies, of course, taking out the strange panels of fan service, which are rare, but they are there, of course. There's a video I watched on Fujimoto the author, like here on YouTube. I will try to find it and link the video. He is wild. I don't even know how to encapsulate. I don't know how he exists, but he does. He exists, and you know what? That's awesome. I'm glad he does. Unless he did something bad. I don't think so. You know, at this point, I'm scared to like anyone now. I'm just scared. It's 2025. I'm scared to like anyone except Neil Newbon, my glorious king. Come home. From first glance at each chapter towards the end, I always find myself diving right back into the next chapter. I want to know what happens to Denji. I want to know what Asamitaka and Yoru do. I want to know how the story ends and what the Devil of Death looks like. The stage play. Going into it, I did not have my hopes up that high, but this honestly blew me away. And since I had prior knowledge going into it, I could tell immediately what was happening. The score itself wasn't horrible either. Each actor captured the original characters' personalities and how they moved across the stage. Denji's excitement, Kobeni's fear, Makima's complex yet powerful stature depicted perfectly. Each actor put their all. The ensemble managed to do such a wonderful job of performing the devil's movements. Pochita. I love it, I love it. The stage play was well done. I would say, but only something to watch after you have consumed the origin material. The game's aroma? Stinky, I guess. I don't know. There's not really much to it, just jumping and timing, which, regarding my terrible Flappy Bird skills, is semi-fun. It's something to do with my hands and just kind of funny to play, I guess. I like seeing blood on my screen. Don't take that out of context. Flavor! The texture of this series is pretty layered, I would say. It's like biting into a multi-mystery meat burger. Beef? Yum. Pork? Alright. Yummy. Kangaroo? What the fuck is that doing here? But okay. Pochta? I remember waiting outside the class building a couple hours before I needed to be there. Eating my lunch and simply scrolling on my phone. It was a hard pill to swallow for me, having no one to connect to during lunch. That Tuesday, when the episode went live on Crunchyroll, I was excited. I had something to do during lunch. Something that I had been waiting for and following to finally release. The following days it aired, I watched. I couldn't be more satisfied with what I had done. Following Denji throughout the first arc in the anime, watching him be broken apart and then rebuilt into something different in the manga, in the most absurd and yet heartbreaking way, changed my perspective on how to look at anime as a whole. It gave me a breakthrough on what to expect, since I had not really been in tune to anime before. Sure, I had seen some here and there as a youngling, mostly bad harems, and, you know, Attack on Titan, gotta get those Levi and fan girls in there somewhere. Oh, hi, Levi! YN? I'm gonna fucking jump. Nothing could have compared to this. It was not my introduction, and I would never recommend it as an introduction to someone looking to start out on watching anime. But it's well seasoned, intricately layered, you know, despite a few incoherent plots and strangely complex plot now the manga has right now. Spoilers, so skip here. Why are we in prison? Why is he cut up? What is most certainly not everyone will like it. To have a taste for it, you need to like absurdity and crude humor. You need to have an open mind that welcomes dreams and interpretations of said dreams. And sometimes maybe you just accept what you're looking at. You don't need to think about it. What I do have an issue with is just how uncomfortable it is to see some of the sexualization of female characters. It's pretty common in media, especially anime. It's hard to escape. One part of me understands why it's there. Denji's simple wish to be with a woman fuels the possible context. Other than that, I just don't get why we need to see him being touched. Like in, you know, like in the manga, like we don't need to see. Well, I guess it shows his desperation, but I just, I don't know. I don't know. Just me personally, I don't know. It's not what I would prefer in an anime about killing devils and mindfuckery. Taking all of that out, I genuinely enjoy the story when I do understand what is going on. I could see how some people could get lost, but to me, it doesn't seem that far off from being coherent. Maybe it's because they focus too much on trying to find a coherent storyline that they miss what's being told to them. I was definitely disappointed throughout the manga, though. Spoiler, so skip here again. The gun devil, for first off, like, number one. The big bad fight was watered down to, oh yeah, he's shared between 3 countries. What? Off panel? He was killed off panel. He was just this huge, giant thing. and we just don't see like this huge fight. No, we don't get to see that. We just get, he was shared between 3 people because sharing is caring, and Japan needs the gun devil, so you will get for me. No, what? Okay, I'm not entirely disappointed with how things I'm not entirely disappointed with how things went after, but surely you can understand why it felt dry. I can't fault its flavor though. It's edible, it's digestible, and I would have it again. I like the story of Denji. I want him to have an ending that he deserves. And now I find myself honestly liking Asa too, since we're getting more in tune with her character and her struggles. This franchise has given me characters to adore. Beam, Angel Devil, Aki, Pochita, Kishibe, Power, the list goes on. The stage play flavor, it exists. I'm kidding. The stage play doesn't really add anything new. Instead, the cutscenes from the anime, which already had a couple of cutscenes to begin with, but when you watch it already seems quite seamless. For my friend who had not seen anything related to Chainsaw Man, and without proper English subtitles, they were able to see a coherent story at least. It honestly was pretty good, enjoyable even. Laughing along with my friends as we watched Aki get his nuts kicked on stage in front of a live audience was such a fun experience that it makes me wish I could have been there. Not kicking Aki's nuts, watching the stage play. I could feel the characters through the great work of the actors. The game flavor? It's like a pop-up cafe, stale food, but oh my god, I love this cute, stupid face on my cupcake so much! Yay! $30 for this! Thank you for slapping me in the face with Hello Kitty. Texture! Following the taste, it would be hard to say I disliked it after consuming what Chainsaw Man has to offer. Its manga leaves room for despair, change, devils, arc after arc after arc after arc after arc. Its anime is animated by MAPPA. I don't think there's anything I can say that can better put more light on such a studio. As everyone knows, their animators are trapped in a basement. Chainsaw Man's heavy hitter has to be its manga. Like with most anime, that is where these animated Japanese media come from. And from the variety that Fujimoto has written, there was no doubt that the anime would be close to follow in its footsteps. I do not regret ever being introduced to this franchise. I hope someday I can get my hands on the manga and paperback and even some figures to go along with it. I think it could be hard to like for some, I think, because of the grossness, the gore, the insane characters, how it feels when you literally watch the first episode and hear Denji say he sold his nut. It's the unapologetic writing. I like that it's not afraid to tell us anything. The texture sits well on my tongue, and so does Beam! Woo! Chainsaw Man as a whole, as an irresistible mark, has been left on my life because of this creation. I was a little familiar with Fujimoto's writing, having read his one-shot Look Back and a few chapters of Fire Punch. Chainsaw Man, however, was my introduction like many others. The anime and manga both fed me well, I would say. They don't have a hard texture or even an icky gooey one. It's the right amount of slime. What the fuck am I describing? I like the texture. It's not something to spit out. There. Do you understand now? Do you understand now? What kind of fucking video idea was this? I don't understand. The stage play. I swallowed and left no crumbs, except I kind of drooled, if that makes sense. It was funny. It was enjoyable. I don't regret consuming it. I think they did a fantastic job. I can't stress this enough. Go watch the stage play if you love Chainsaw Man, because they did amazing. They made it with love. It doesn't seem like just a cash grab, is what I mean. The only thing is that it's just repetitive. It doesn't add anything to the franchise, only strengthens the premise. The game, honestly, I kind of like it. It's bare boned, bland, but sometimes it just hits the stomach good, you know? Like chicken broth. It's chicken broth, yeah. It's a base. It's a base, and I would kind of like it to be a game that you can download. Like, that'd be really fun. Not much else, though. What do you want me to say? Oh, it melts in my mouth like cotton candy.
No.
aftertaste. Do I regret watching the infamous kiss scene? Gods, yes. But this, even if my fixations like to move from time to time, Chainsaw Man still holds on tight. And I mean, he holds me. I don't hold it. Once he turns his back on me is when I strike. Personally, I like the franchise. I don't mind the absurdity. What I do mind is the weird fan service, but that's besides the point. It does bring my rating down compared to if there was absolutely not, but then again, I can understand why it's there, since Denji's whole thing is that's his motivation. That's his whole thing. Chainsaw Man has a grip on me unlike other anime and manga. I always go back to it for seconds, and again, and again, and again. I like it because I like the concept. I like the story. I like Denji. I like Asa. I want to see how the story ends. And Beam.
If anybody hates on Beam, I will come to your house. I will kill you.
Each drama is animated with careful cinematic direction, stretching out the panels of its origin manga to bring a more grounded and gritty experience. Each character's movement is heavy, their actions portraying how an actor moves in a movie rather than an animated piece. The unfortunate misery Denji faces is only matched by his simple wishes. Most protagonists want to save the world, save their loved ones, avenge the fallen. He lives because he was given a chance to live. He is the easiest target to control because he was saved from a doomed existence. Makima is shown with huskies, a breed of dog that are known as one of the most difficult breeds of dog to properly train, and here she is, shown with huskies turned into retrievers, foreshadowing and cinematic panels of strengths of Fujimoto. The love I have seen for this franchise has been exemplary. It reminds me of the love I've seen for other franchises like Beastars, One Piece, Demon Slayer, My Hero. We don't talk about the bad parts of each fandom, we just kill them. The fans are in love with Chainsaw Man's dread-filled setting. It's characters that you form attachment to simply because of the anime that stretched out a more domestic scene rather than skipping straight into the action. I have such a soft spot for the show, and as a fan, still 3 years later, I will continue to praise it. Chainsaw Man final rating! So this may come to a surprise, but Chainsaw Man is a steaming hot main dish, equipped with its respective appetizers and the game. Can't wait to come back again and again every holiday season and stuff my face. Congratulations, Chainsaw. You have snuck into my easily half-baked palate and took a plunge down the esophagus. Good job. Beam, you are welcome there anytime. Please come to my house now. I will give you my credit card information and my address. Please dox me. Join me next time for Consumption Gauntlet. Hey, thank you for watching. I would really appreciate it if you followed me here and elsewhere. I have a Blue Sky, I have a Twitch, I have a TikTok. Every Friday at 2 p.m. PDT, I stream with other SOULCOINVT genmates, Remy and Wee Wee, while I yet to develop a more consistent schedule for myself throughout the week. But at least you can find me there. Everything is done by me video-wise, and I'm learning how to make better content steadily. Thank you so much for sticking around. Let me know if you liked the video. I'd love to continue making this and make a full-fledged series out of it. Love you. Some green, red roses too. I see blue.
I'm gonna fucking die.